Hi, Gemini, Healing Grasshopper, here to do your first week in June reading, the 1st to the 7th. Let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. Okay, there's a win here, but not a vicious win. It's not a low vibrational win. Sometimes Five of Swords can indicate low vibration, but not you. Generosity here, and okay. So what this says to me here is that there is something that you have overcome. I'm not sure it's with people yet. I'm going to see. This can be a situation in general or some kind of a conflict that you had with someone that you handled well and on a high vibration, like you took the high road and didn't stoop low. And then Ace of Wands is you acted well with dignity and like forethought. Let's see. These, none of them. Okay, it was a fumble there. Okay, Four of Cups. I'm still not sure. King of Cups. Reversed. Center. Yes. It's the focus of our card. Okay, see? Okay. Wow. It's very interesting how I'm gonna get to it, but it's very interesting how the energy in the past few years has changed throughout the signs. Like everyone's kind of moving together in their own different scenarios, but in the same kind of energy. It's so interesting because Taurus and Aries, especially, are prominent in my mind right now with this, where you have a situation here that is painful. You are not seeing eye to eye with someone. Yeah, I really think this is a relationship, but and not necessarily romantic, because I'm for some of you romantic, but a lot of you just general platonic and maybe even with family members. This is just your relationships, how you are confronted with the fact that you are not vibrating on the same level as others, which is causing friction in your life. You know, for a while you were able to keep your spirituality to yourself and just kind of navigate on your own. And there was a period that you were introspective and oops, I just realized I forgot to light my gratitude candle. We thank the divine for all of the blessings that they send to us. Um, you have really, I'm trying to draw out descriptions of the feeling that I have. You've been trying, not trying, you have been dealing with your ascension. right? And for a while, it was like you were doing it in spite of others, but now it's kind of your vibration has come to a point where you can no longer work peacefully side by side with others. And I don't really mean that. It's not like you walk in the room and cause a ruckus. That's not what I mean. It's like as the days progress, even the simplest things become difficult to work through with others because they are not on the same page with you and no longer understand you in a way. So that there's conflict and that kind of thing. And it's because a lot of the people that you're coming across, Gemini, are not thinking consciously. There are a lot of people working straight out of their root chakras, and everything they do is a reaction to their survival instincts, which can make things very toxic. And you're over here, making conscious decisions and being self-aware and doing your best to improve every day your connection with spirit. And you have these people squatting in a low vibration, right? And the divide is becoming farther and farther, and it's becoming apparent in your life. Sorry, it took me a while to get it out, but there it is, right? And it has not been easy for you. But at the same time, you have been doing your best to face it with a high vibration, to maintain your vibration, which is very difficult. King of Cups is the master of maintaining his composure and not letting his emotions, especially his dark emotions, steer his thoughts or his decisions. He is the master of his own emotion. Yeah. The Ten of Wands is you managing your life in general, plus your difficult relationships, and it's just like, feels like a lot. Queen of Pentacles. These are obviously for us, right? The card under it, too. Yes. Upright. Queen of Cups. Look at all these royals here. Queen of Pentacles is you. This is master of your emotions, master of your life on the physical plane, which is career, where you live, your lifestyle, all of that, that you're working every day with success to improve. Doesn't necessarily mean that things are perfect right now, that you live in a mansion and you're driving a Ferrari, but you're working towards your version of it, whatever you envision for yourself in life, and you're doing it well. Queen of Cups is learning how to protect your heart in this and your energy in these situations, right? Because the world can be somewhat hostile and difficult to deal with. Both of these R's, outcome, excuse me, reversed? No. Yeah. There are times that you doubt yourself, that things become so difficult, even though you're on a high vibration and you are ascending. Sometimes that ascension can be difficult, and you have times of self-doubt. But Spirit is saying not to worry, things are working out well. And keep your mind and heart positive as you go through this. It is working out in your favor, whether you see it in the moment or not. The Four of Swords is you not forgetting to take a moment and, you know, assess things as they come and check in with spirit and do the self-care. You're managing with conscious thought instead of reaction all the time. Two of Cups. I love to see this. The Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups here talks about how things may be difficult now, excuse me, in your relationships in general, but it won't always be that way. And by the way, sometimes there's a feeling that you have like, am I crazy? Is it me? What is wrong with me that that I don't seem to be able to get my point across? And people seem to be very testy and, you know, hostile and everything. Is there something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You are fine, the Emperor says. You're the one taking the high road here, not them. And you know what I'm saying is true. Because you do, really think about it. Like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. You know that you're being self-aware. You know that you're taking the high road. You know that you're not stooping in a low vibration and you're trying to be diplomatic and that kind of thing with folks, but it doesn't seem to be working and it's driving you nuts. It's, Gemini, it's not you. Okay. And you're not the only one going through this. Other Geminis are going through this and other signs are going through this. Light workers, ascending people. I go through it because I live in an urban area and it's like, I see some crazy things like, what is wrong with this person? You know, like Karens and that kind of thing. You're like, God, these people must really be that tortured. We're all going through that where we're coming across these irrational people. The star. I don't think this is reversed. Reversed? No. Yes. This is all as well. You're moving towards better things to come. That is your ultimate outcome card here. And look at this diagonal here with the Nine of Cups, the Star, and the Two of Cups. This is emotional well being, the potential for beautiful relationships with real connections. Okay, so it's not always going to be like this, Gemini. No worries. Advice. Yes. Which deck are we using? Sacred Destiny. Sacred Destiny. I don't shuffle this deck because it's too big and the cardstock is heavy. They stick very easily. Quality cards, but hard to shuffle. Okay, almost. This one. Okay. We have inner peace. That is an outcome card as well. Sometimes the advice cards are advice cards. Sometimes they're just declarations. This is a declaration. This is don't worry again. Things are difficult now, but they are improving. So I was saying before with the other signs and how the energy is all the same. Each sign is going through slightly different scenarios, and each person individually is going through slightly different things. But there is a real notable, like tangible atmosphere, like I really see it, feel it, and I see it in my own life of things, and also speaking to other, like, uh, people on the phone in their scenarios and what's going on with them in their lives, that things have been going, it started at the beginning of 2024 with everybody in turmoil and struggle. And the struggle has not ended. We still have our difficulties, but it's the way that we're dealing with them. Like, we have been blessed over the 2 years with tools of protecting our energy and maintaining the high vibration and moving through these adverse situations easily, easier and easier, faster and faster, and expertly. Where I'm telling you, we none of us were this, you know, savvy and worked through this, adversity with finesse uh like we do now. So congratulations. And I think you're the third or fourth sun sign that I've congratulated this week. You are doing well, even though you don't feel like things are perfect. I think you can confirm that, yeah, you look back at things and say, give yourself the credit that, yeah, I did that. Inner peace, by the way, is what you're able to maintain no matter what happens, which is a difficult thing to do. If we look back a few years, we can all nod our heads. It was not easy. But now it's like we can walk into a situation with a low vibrational person, and, it's like, not my monkey, right? I'm fine. I'm very sorry this person is dealing with this, but I'm going to wish them well and not argue with them. And I'm going to try and help them. If I can't, I'm moving on. Why? Because I'm going to keep the peace in my life. I don't have time to argue or to struggle. Good for you. Looking forward to hearing from you in the comments section. I really do love interacting with you guys, and I answer every single comment. So if there's something on your mind, please reach out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. So every sub means the world to me. So I thank you in advance. I will speak to you soon, Gemini. Love, light, and many blessings.